Hey, Peeps, it's your girl K-Cee Deeva here. Welcome to another edition of. Wait, hold on. Are you vaccinated, Anthony?
Yeah. Are you?
Yeah.
That's why I'm wearing my N95.
Oh shoot. Well, let's get rid of these things because it's hot. We're on location,
Yes, we are indeed.
and yeah, me and this. And I just lost my earring. All right, we're out on location because we've been doing it separately from our homes.
Mhm.
And like I was telling you, and my nightcap crew as well. First Thursday of every month. You don't watch that show. Um, you know, we need to get out. We need
We
to be
do.
on location more. We
We
need to get
do.
out and about. That was the original plan for all my shows,
Yeah,
and we couldn't do that. But now we can do that.
we can.
So we're out. We're in open air.
It's
It
good.
feels good. It's safe.
It is.
We got the water behind us, and I'm glad we could do this. I'm glad we could
Me
meet
too.
up and make it happen.
Me too.
All right.
Me too.
So we are here for Afterthoughts, 90 Day Fiance, WTF moments.
Boy, do we have
Boy,
a
are there a lot of
lot.
moments to discuss. Let me get my comfortable fit. Hold on. Now that I don't have this mask on, let me go ahead and just get a little lips on here. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
For
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am a diva. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So let's get to talking. Let's get to talking.
Let's talk.
Let's talk.
Let's talk.
But let's talk about. Let's just go ahead and dive into angry ass Andre first. Okay, because Lord is right. Andre. First of all, they're still on this RV trip. Now you've been keeping up. You know that Chuck, the dad, Libby's dad, had this great idea for the family to do an RV and rent an RV and go to this family reunion. Now they're in the RV. There's already been family drama as usual because it just is what it is.
Yeah.
But now they got to Libby did a smart thing. She did rented an Airbnb for the family to stay in. And unfortunately, when they got there, there was no parking on the street for the RV. So Andres, of course, blames poor Libby, who made the reservation. Libby says, first thing I asked him, I told him we have an RV. We're going to need parking for the RV. He said, sure, no problem. There's plenty of space. But Andre, in true Andre fashion, blames Libby regardless. He's not even listening to what she's trying to say. That really angered me, Anthony.
That
I
angered
don't
me
like him.
too.
I
That
don't like
angered
the
me
man.
too. That angered me because it's like, okay, look, I get it. You're frustrated because here you are. You're trying to get down this street. The street was very narrow. I will give him that.
Yes.
But you can't be mad at your wife for trying to make this vacation less painful as possible.
Yes.
And it was just something that was just he didn't need to go off and snap at her the way he did.
Right.
It was ridiculous. But let me ask you a question. What does RV stand for?
Something vehicle. Register vehicle? I don't know.
Nope, stands for ruined vacation because that is exactly what they're on right now. That is exactly what they're on right now. They're on a ruined vacation. Hell, the bickering, the arguing, and then on top of that, they had to. So here's what happened. They had to book another Airbnb.
No, it was in a hotel.
It was a
It
hotel
was a hotel.
adjacent to a mall. And so that means Libby can't get her deposit back 9 times out of 10 because she done paid for it and booked the room. So
Well, we know this family's not hurt for cash, so
they're not.
I'm sure it was no big deal. But
Oof.
her pride was hurt because
Yeah.
her man once again did his thing and was
Showed his whole
rude and showed his whole behind and embarrassed the poor girl. And she did the best she could. She didn't know. The man told her the RV could fit, so it's not her fault.
Yeah.
So back up, on Andre.
Yeah.
I don't like you very much.
Well, I don't like you very much, and I'll tell you also don't like you very much is your damn brother-in-law. Because what happened when they got up to Baltimore?
And neither does the aunt.
Neither does the aunt.
The aunt said she's not fond of him.
And she ain't even met him.
And that was the first time she finally met him.
That was the first time they met, and that's a bad sign when you meet the family and they already don't like you. That's already
and
a
you
bad
hadn't
sign.
even showed up yet. But then he proved her point because he showed his ass as he normally does. I mean, okay, now granted, Charlie instigated by bringing up the $100,000. I mean, Charlie, why did you even bring that up at the family function? But Charlie chose to bring it up and says, yeah, well, he wanted to borrow $100,000 from my dad to, we all worked our way up. You guys know we worked our way up. He started the whole thing. So of course, Andre, being the hothead he is, he starts going off. And then what I did, okay, that we've seen them fight. before, verbally and almost physically. But what I didn't like is I was always brought up to respect my elders.
Exactly.
And Chuck's dad was there, older guy, and I felt that was disrespectful the way Andre was cursing and talking rude and being all nasty.
Absolutely.
So you know what? You need to know how to control yourself.
Absolutely.
He just is like a loose cannon.
Absolutely. I mean, this was the opportunity for Andre to be the good guy.
Right.
All you had to simply do is just be like, look, I'm just not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna be like, dude, why are you talking about this now? Because I mean, look, at the end of the day, I get it. A lot of people are not. I'm not team Andre and I'm not team Charlie. Okay, I'm team common sense and but I'm also team call it how I see it. Okay,
Yeah.
And I gotta call it how I see it. Charlie was out of pocket for doing that right then and there, and it's like they hadn't even been there a full day yet.
Right.
You could have waited for that to have that conversation. But
yeah,
why wait to have that conversation while he's there?
Yeah.
Let him go to sleep. Let him go back to the hotel. Then have that conversation with your family. But it's just Charlie knew what he was doing. I mean, they both knew what they were doing, but still, it was just a hot mess.
It's hot mess. And now I'm waiting for the family reunion because now he's going to meet more relatives. It'll be real interesting to see those interviews and see what people think about him. So anyway. All right, moving on. Let's talk about Asuelo. So Asuelo and Kalani. So they had a video chat with the mom. Kalani said, ever how they treated her. Now, if you missed last season, Asuelo's mom, I guess in Samoa tradition, kids move away from home. They still send money to the folks, right? And take care of the parents. Now, I'm all for taking care of the parents. Don't get me wrong, but I know for a fact my parents would be grateful, however I could help them if they needed help. His mom had a particular dollar amount in mind. She wanted $1,000. She harped on that $1,000 for days on end. Finally, Asuelo had to break down and say, look, the most we're going to give you is $200. Now, keep in mind, it's not like she needed the money for something like, I don't know, food or groceries or, she just wanted it because that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and he's got other siblings who also, oh my gosh, there's a big, huge fee.
You all right?
Oh, it's huge. Okay, I don't like bugs. Okay. Okay. Anyway. Okay. Getting awfully close. Oh my goodness.
So Asuelo and his mom. Asuelo and his mom.
His mom. Oh, nature. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, Asuelo and his mom, we had this conversation over video chat. Now, Kalani in the interview said, she wasn't really excited to talk to her because she didn't like how she treated her in the past. Can't blame Kalani. And if you watch the tell-all, then you know that Tammy, Asuelo's sister, said if she ever saw Kalani's sister, that she was gonna beat her up. Now they're talking about coming to visit Christmas. And how's that gonna plan out?
Okay. Now I just said I'm not team Andre, I'm not team Chuck, but in this case, I am team Kalani all the way. Okay. Kalani, I tell you this before. Kalani was the type of chick you could tell back in middle school. You say something about her, and what hair up in a bun, let's go. She a little scrappy.
And
so
tell me little bitty thing.
Yeah.
All up in somebody's face. That little Napoleon complex people be having when they're little. Look like a little yappy chihuahua. That's what Tammy reminds me of.
Yeah, exactly.
She didn't go sit down somewhere.
She do. I mean, and at the end of the day, listen, I said it before and I'll say it again. I understand, traditions and culture and everything and what you're supposed to do. But you gotta understand when two people get married, they create their own traditions, but they also try to keep some of the same, but they also have to understand there's a limit for how far we can go with keeping these traditions. And she even said it last night. He's really not working. He does a rideshare job, and she's a full-time stay-home mom with 2 kids.
Well, but not only that, though, last season, his mom made a comment, I don't care about the kids. He's supposed to take care of me. So you don't care about your grandkids. Now, you already said it. You apologize and all that, but it came out your mouth, which means that's how you really feel.
Exactly.
So right then and there,
you wasn't sorry when you said it.
Right. So, not feeling his mama too much either. Nope. But that's gonna be another interesting. I'm sure we'll have lots to talk about. I can't wait
for next week.
Boxing gloves might have to come out. We'll have to see. All right, Angela and Michael. I feel like I'm watching a repeat every time I see them.
Yes.
It's the same old, same old.
Yes.
Angela cursing them out, Angela going off. But
Angela
this
on a full-on patriotic rant.
wait a
last
minute,
night.
talk about the patriotic rant.
She
last
was
night, 'cause
like,
I couldn't
"This
believe
is
this.
America, and in America, I do what I want to do."
She said,
And
"I'm an American."
I'm an American. Leave it free. And I'm like he gives a damn about that where he's at in Africa. And you think he's in Kenya?
I was like, she gonna break out in the Star Spangled Banner. Like, what is going on, Angela? We know you're an American, and quite frankly, you're making us look bad.
Yes. Yes, Angela, we are like rooting for you and everything, but at the same time, it's like what are you doing? I guess from what she said, it had been 9 weeks they talked to each other or something like that.
9
That
weeks.
was the shocking part.
Now she claims that during her surgery, during or after her surgery, like he didn't check on her. And now, with Angela, you never know. Did he really not check on her, or is this her being dramatic? That's the only thing. Because if he did not check on her, then I can understand her anger. Right. But with her, you just don't know because she's always pissed at him about something.
Exactly.
So it's like, is this Angela being Angela, or I mean, but now she's talking about she's gone to see a divorce lawyer. He's basically warned her that, hey, he's not here yet, but keep in mind, if you bring him here 10 years, we talk about it all the time.
You're responsible for him.
10 years.
You're responsible for him.
So, I don't know, Aunt. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, it was funny because, I guess Michael has been trying to get back in her good graces because he's been calling the daughter the whole time. And then when she got on the phone with him, they started talking. And then at one point when she started going off, he chuckled.
He kept laughing.
And I'm like,
she's like, oh, I'm funny. I'm funny.
I'm sitting there going, I'm like, he is in the I don't give a damn. He reminded me of Colt when Colt came home that one time and just poured that whole bottle of Jack Daniels. He was in the I don't give a damn phase of his relationship no more.
He just downed it.
He downed it. I'm sitting there, I'm like, Michael is in the I don't give a damn phase right now. So
I'm trying to make my own little ocean waves right now. It's a little warm out here, folks. Okay, it's a little heated. This is what we do to give you the show. But I got my little spray.
It is. It is. So.
Anyway, okay, enough of Angela. Who are we forget?
Shall we talk about Jovi and Yara?
Yes.
Let's talk about them.
Yes, Jovi and Yara, Princess Yara.
Yes.
Princess Yara.
Yes.
I'm going to give her a tiara because that's how she acts. It's like a stuck-up princess. I'm like, what is it with these?
Say the word. Just say the word. Just say the word.
The women, they're just not very nice. They're just not very nice. Just not very nice. All right. So Jovi finally came home.
Yes, after 3 weeks at sea.
Yes. Yes. Good for them. The baby's adorable. Now, little Mila.
When that baby yawned,
oh my god. And those eyes
melted my heart.
Oh yeah. That is a beautiful kid. I mean, but no joke. Yara and Jovi are good looking people. They're good looking people. Yeah. Beautiful child. If you missed week before last, Yara went out and find a house. She said, I'm getting what I get and I don't care what he thinks. And I called it, did I not? I said she's gonna be in the country somewhere. So Jovi was not happy, I don't think.
Jovi was like that Chrissy Teigen meme of her going like this. They're like, this looks great. He was not thrilled about that place because Jovi is a city guy.
It's in the country.
He's a city guy. Yes. I mean, originally, context, he's from the Bayou originally, and he spent his whole life there.
Right.
So the minute he got to the city, he became a city guy.
Right.
And he wanted to stay close to the city. And Yara is like, no, I don't want that. And she got it. She wanted. And so now Jovi is just like gritting his teeth and is just like, I don't want to be here right now. If he could, he'd be like, we're packing up and go back to the city.
Right.
He's
exactly.
really like that right now.
Yeah, but who knows? We don't know. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if they stay out there.
Yeah. How long are they gonna stay there? Let's do a bid.
I'll give him. You know what? I'll give him a year. I'm gonna actually give him a year. I think Joey will be like, okay. I think what will keep him there is his kind of guilt because he has to leave so much. Yeah. So even though he doesn't like it, he wants her to be happy.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what you think.
I was gonna say at least until a year or whenever, or unless that lease is up in
Oh, it
December.
depends on when their lease is up. That's true. That's true.
Yeah,
It's a nice
Jovi
apartment.
might even break the lease.
He,
He might. He got the money to do it.
he
Just
does. He
saying,
makes some
he got
decent. He
the
makes
money.
some big
So,
decent cash.
yeah.
You know. Okay. Last but not least, let's go ahead and talk about everybody's least favorite couple, Mike and Natalie.
Oh, the disrespect.
I'm gonna let you go ahead and tell it.
Disrespect was real. Okay, so it's the day of Natalie's surgery. Now, mind you, these two are in Seattle. Okay, and they come up, they get a hotel, and the night before the surgery, I guess they had a fight. Because when we see them, we see Mike in the hotel. He's getting ready to go, and he says, "It's the day of the surgery, and I have no idea where Natalie is." Natalie apparently they got into an argument. Natalie took his truck, went over to her friend's house, and he thought she was gonna come back. You know, cool off, blue some steam. She can come back. So it's the next day. He's getting ready for the surgery. He gets in the car, and he gets in. Clearly, it was the producer's like rental car because the producer was in the car with him talking the whole time. And they're asking him all the questions. He's trying to drive around, figure out what hospital she's at. He finds the hospital. He finds his truck.
He didn't even know what hospital. Like, come on.
Didn't know the hospital he's at. Figures out what hospital she's at. Sees his truck, and he's like, "Oh, okay." So he doesn't even bother to go in. He has a spare key to his truck. Gets in the truck and drives off. And I seriously thought he's about to go back. I seriously thought this. The next time we was gonna see him, he was gonna be back in Swim. I seriously thought that. But in true 90-day form, he didn't. He just got mad and went for a drive to go cool down and clear his head. And then when she got out of surgery, you know, her nose was all taped up and everything. And, you know, they're driving home. And as they're driving the freeway, he's flying down the freeway. And he purposely hit a speed bump. Mind you, she's fresh out of surgery, so she's like bandaged up and everything. Her nose is, and he was like, boom. I damn near spit my drink out laughing when I saw that part.
Well, you know, yeah. And then I get to the house, and he's being nice. He dotes on her. You know, he's trying to help, and she slams the door in his face.
Yes.
Rude.
Yes.
And then, you know, he tells the camera, well, I guess she only wants me to help when it's convenient for her.
Yeah.
And so he fixed her a nice plate of food, her little vegetarian stuff she likes. And, you know,
trying to basically comfort
her. Trying to comfort her. You know, she tucks her into bed and, you know, the whole nine. And I don't know, you know how I feel about that. But it's just, it's just painful to watch. They're just one of those couples that's just painful and awkward to watch because you're like, at what point is somebody gonna say this ain't working?
It's like a car crash. You know how people are like, oh, there's a car crash. Oh, that's crazy. Now you're just like, I don't even want to look. I don't even want to look at this no more. I'm done. Like I'm done with y'all, man. I'm just bickering and fighting, and y'all ain't happy. I mean, like I said it before, I'll say it again. The only reason why you even doing the show is because TLC got you in the contract.
I'm sure.
You know, you don't want to get super breach of contract. Come on. I mean, come on.
Well,
you got to learn to read between lines.
Yes.
And I've been learning.
Indeed.
Yes, right.
All right. Well, that's about all the time we have for today. I'm getting hot. I need to spray some more spritz because divas don't like to sweat. And
this was fun. It was fun. It was nice.
Something cold around here.
This was nice. I'm you know what?
It was nice. We're gonna have to do location more and more and more.
Yes.
And we might have, for those who may catch my other show, Northwest Nightcap, every first Thursday of the month. We might have a surprise for you in September. Princess Robin, K-Cee Clayton, supposed to be in town. We might have to do a little special edition of Northwest Nightcap. So be sure to check my YouTube page and my Facebook page. Keep track on that. In the meantime, we'll be back next week and giving you all of our thoughts and opinions, whether you like them or not, on 90 Day Fiance and Afterthoughts, 90 Day Fiance, WTF moments. I'm K-Cee Deeva.
I'm Anthony Adams.
It's been real. And we'll see you later.